The South Korean entertainment industry has been rocked once again by shocking news involving one of BTS's youngest members, Jungkook. The incident, which occurred while he was serving his mandatory military service, sparked public outrage and raised serious questions. Was this just an accident, or is there something darker behind this incident? The shocking news started when Jungkook, who is currently serving as a cook in his military unit, was suddenly rushed to the hospital after experiencing severe stomach pains. Witnesses reported that Jungkook looked pale and sweaty before being taken to a nearby medical facility. The doctor handling the case confirmed that the cause of the stomach pain was food poisoning. However, further investigation revealed a shocking fact: a senior soldier allegedly confessed to intentionally putting a harmful substance into Jungkook's food. The motive behind this act is still a big question mark. Speculation ranges from personal grudges to jealousy of Jungkook's status as a global celebrity. The findings sparked widespread discussion about systemic issues within the South Korean military, including bullying and the treatment of high-profile individuals. In response to this incident, Bang Si-hyuk, the founder of Big Hit Music, took immediate action. He immediately held an emergency meeting with his agency's legal and management teams. Not only that, Bang also sent an independent investigation team to delve deeper into the case. This rare move by an entertainment agency also included direct communication with the military to ensure Jungkook's safety during his military service. BTS fans, known as ARMY, immediately rallied to show their solidarity. On various social media platforms, hashtags such as #ProtectJungkook and #JusticeForJungkook were widely used. They not only called for justice for Jungkook, but also demanded systemic reforms within the military to prevent similar incidents in the future. Many of them expressed concern not only for Jungkook, but also for other soldiers who may face similar treatment without the protection of the media spotlight. Military psychologists warn that bullying within the military can leave a long-lasting psychological impact on its victims, especially if the victim feels like they did not get justice. In this case, the guilty senior soldier has been found guilty and sentenced to a fine and other severe sanctions. However, many feel that the punishment is not enough to have a deterrent effect. Some observers even see this case as a momentum to push for major reforms within the South Korean military. Major media outlets such as Rolling Stone and the BBC began to question the safety of public figures in military service. In one of their articles, a journalist wrote, "If a celebrity as big as Jungkook can't get protection in the military, what about the hundreds of thousands of other soldiers who don't have the media power behind them?" Meanwhile, South Korean netizens who are notoriously critical of social issues also began to highlight the issue. Some popular forum users wrote, "If Jungkook, who is an international superstar, can be treated like this, what happens to ordinary soldiers who don't have media support?" These questions further emphasize the need for reform in the military system. Meanwhile, Jungkook's condition after undergoing intensive care is reportedly improving. However, many are concerned that this incident has left a deep psychological impact. Jungkook is known to be humble and hardworking, but will he be able to continue his military service after experiencing an incident like this? This case has also dragged the South Korean government into the spotlight. With conscription often a subject of debate in society, incidents like this further worsen the image of the military in the eyes of the public. Some politicians have begun to speak out, saying that Jungkook's case reflects the need for major reforms within the military. However, some feel that the government has been too slow to respond. "We need concrete action, not just a statement of apology," said a human rights activist. Some reports even indicate that this incident is more complex than it seems. An anonymous source within the military suggested that the culprit who put the harmful substance in Jungkook's food may not have acted alone. It is suspected that there was a small group in the unit who felt jealous or unhappy with Jungkook's presence getting more attention. This theory is further strengthened by the fact that the perpetrator showed no remorse during the trial. One of the witnesses revealed, "I was just joking. He's too spoiled by everyone here." This statement sparked public outrage, and many urged the military to conduct a more in-depth investigation. The case also sparked debate among fans about the role of entertainment agencies in protecting their artists. Although Bang Si-hyuk has taken decisive steps, some critics feel that Big Hit Music still has gaps in handling this case. As one of the largest agencies in the world, why wasn't there a precautionary measure from the start? given the risks Jungkook may have faced as a celebrity in a military setting? Hashtags such as #BigHitDudeBetter started popping up on social media, with fans demanding more transparency from the agency. The incident is also a reminder that one's global status does not always guarantee safety. Jungkook, who has become a symbol of South Korea's success on the world stage, is now facing one of the toughest tests of his life. Will this case be the start of major changes within the South Korean military, or just another case that will be forgotten over time? One thing is for sure, the public's attention is now on the next steps of the military, agency, and government. Will Jungkook get the justice he deserves? And more importantly, will this case bring about major reforms within the South Korean military? Public pressure on the government and military has been mounting. Social observers and human rights advocates have called for an independent commission to further investigate not only Jungkook's case, but also previous allegations of similar abuse. Many believe that this incident is just the tip of the iceberg that reflects a deep-seated problem in South Korea's military culture. Meanwhile, Big Hit Music has continued to provide its full support to Jungkook. In its official statement, the agency reiterated that they will ensure justice is served and that Jungkook's health, both physical and mental, remains its top priority. Several other BTS members who are currently serving in the military have also voiced their support, albeit in a limited manner due to military regulations. However, behind the scenes, rumors have begun to circulate that this incident is affecting BTS's internal dynamics. The members are reportedly worried about their own safety, given that they will also face similar situations during their military service. A big question has emerged among armies. Will this incident affect BTS's comeback plans after the hiatus ends? Meanwhile, international netizens have begun to highlight another aspect of the case, namely how the South Korean government is handling celebrities who are serving in the military. Some have suggested that the government consider new policies that better protect the rights of individuals, especially those who are vulnerable to bullying. Is this reform possible, or will it face stiff resistance from the conservative military establishment? Jungkook's case has opened up a global discussion about the importance of protecting human rights in the military. How will this journey end? The public, both in South Korea and internationally, will continue to monitor every step taken to ensure justice is served. The South Korean government has finally announced the formation of a special investigation team in collaboration with international human rights organizations. The move is seen as an attempt to calm public tensions and demonstrate the government's commitment to reform. The South Korean president has directly stated that incidents like this are intolerable and promised significant systemic change. Meanwhile, Jungkook himself is starting to show signs of recovery, both physically and emotionally. In a handwritten letter to ARMY, he expressed his gratitude for the overwhelming support he has received. "You are the reason I stay strong," he wrote. The letter quickly went viral, showing how much his fans love and care for him. For BTS, this incident is a reminder of how fragile security is even for public figures of their caliber. The members must now prepare for new challenges as they return to the world stage. However, if there is one thing for sure, it is that the strength of solidarity between BTS and ARMY will never fade, even in the face of any storm.